Alright YouTube, in this video we're going to be taking a look at my 260 Remington build that you've seen quite a few times on this channel. We're going to be adding an Accuracy International AT folding stock to replace this Bell and Carlson stock that I've had on it from pretty early on. The AI stock is one I've been looking at for a while, and I finally picked one up for a good price, so we're going to be swapping it out right at the range. I'll talk a little bit about the difference in the groups as we get a little further on. So first off, to remove the standard action screws, I just used a 1/4 inch bit to get those out. Pretty straightforward, no real issue taking those off. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, you've seen me do that a couple times because I installed this stock, I've swapped the barrel out, I've added the mag well to this. So I've had this gun apart quite a few times. Now with the AI stock, it's going to come with a different set of action screws that are actually captured in the stock. So you are going to need a different bit to install those. I still use the impact action wrench so that I could set it to a proper torque. So one of the things I did have to do is you need a 3/16 inch bit, and the way the bit goes through the rear trigger guard, it actually has to be quite a bit longer than the standard bits that came with the impact action wrench. So you'll see it here in just a second. I did get a longer bit to use with it and was still able to attach that to the torque wrench so that everything went together just fine. Pulling it out of the box, you'll notice it comes with one 5-round magazine. It is, of course, the standard AICS style magazine. So your mag pull mag should work. The AI magazines I already had will work. Length of pull is going to be a little bit different than the Bell and Carlson stock that I had, but it is adjustable. It comes with a couple spacers and you can add more if you want. So when you're installing the stock, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit better setup than this. I specifically wanted to try this out at the range so I could shoot a couple groups with the B and C stock and then with the AI to kind of compare the two. So I just did this at the range. So when installing a stock, one of the things you're going to want to do is make sure that that recoil lug is properly seated against the stock. AI does suggest that once you get it torqued down, that you actually fire a 5-round group and then retorque it just in case anything's moved. So we will end up doing that, and I'll talk about the groups a little bit later. But as you can see here, we are working to get it torqued down to the proper settings. Accuracy International recommends a 6 Newton meter, which they have in parentheses is a 53 inch-pounds amount of torque. So what I usually do is I'll always start with the front action screw so that that's closer to the recoil lug, and I will work up in increments. So I'll set it maybe around 10 to 15, and then I'll go up in 10-pound increments or so until I get all the way up to what I want to set at. So in this case, 53 inch-pounds. So once I got this all set up, I went ahead and reinstalled the bipod, went ahead and shot a few groups. So interestingly, I shot from the bench first, which is not where I normally shoot. So I was noticing for the Bell and Carlson that out of 3 5-shot groups, they averaged out to right about 9/10 of an inch, from about 0.77 to just barely over 1 inch. When I first installed the AI, that first 5-round group was a 1.4 inch group, but it actually started shrinking as I shot. So it was a 1.4, then a 1.17, and then a 1.12 with a 1.2 average. So I tightened everything back up and then went down to prone, which is where I'm a little more comfortable shooting. And then I shot another 5-shot pair of groups, so a 0.401 and a 0.692 inch group after that. So it was definitely shrinking down as it settled into the stock. Overall, I'm definitely liking this stock. The length of pull and some of the adjustments are just a little bit different than what I was using. So you probably saw in the video of me searching for the reticle just a little bit. That's something I'm going to have to make some adjustments and get it set up for me. But It's one of the original chassis style stocks before a lot of the other models that you see today kind of came out, and I still think it's a good stock. If you spend full price on the folding model, I think there's a lot of other good options for around that money, so it may not be the best option at full price, but I definitely got a good enough deal that I felt it was worth it. So this is going to be what I'm shooting my 260 with for now, and we'll see how it does in some of these matches and long distance shooting. Thanks for watching.